Now what's your name? My name is Kimothy. I'm so very fly. Oh, it's a little bit scary. Oh.
Hi everybody. Okay, so you're probably wondering why I'm in my pajamas, and that's because they're going to be talking about a very important issue today, and that's sleep deprivation. So I came up with this issue because I've been noticing that I'm a lot more tired lately. That's because I usually only get about 2 or 3 hours of sleep a night, and we all know that's not good, but it hasn't affected me before, and it's only recently it's been taking a toll on me. So I wanted to ask, how much sleep are you really getting? So I asked some interns to go out in the street outside, and I wanted them to go and find out answers to 2 questions. Okay. So the first question is, how much sleep are you getting a night? Usually get a night. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the importance of sleep? So let's watch our video.
I sleep 6 hours each day. On a rate from 1 to 10, for sleep it's 8, because sometimes I don't like to sleep and sometimes I just want to stay awake.
What's up guys, my name is Brad. I sleep maybe about 5 to 6 hours a night. As you can see, it builds strong bones. Sleep is important to me. I'd probably rate it about 10.
Get at least 5 to 7 hours every night of sleep, and on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 is probably how important sleep is to me. Choose, brah!
The question was how many hours of sleep I have. It would probably be about 5 to 7 because I work like swing shift. And it's overdose again. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think to me sleep is as important as a 9.
9?
9.
9.
So to talk more about the issue, we decided to call in an expert. So let's welcome Dr. Leroy. Oh, Dr. Leroy is the head researcher at the American Academy of Sleep Deprivation. So welcome, Dr. Leroy.
Thanks for having me here, Timothy. I'm really excited to be here.
Thank you for being here. We're really excited to have you here. Okay, so tell us, Dr. Leroy, what is sleep deprivation?
Sleep deprivation is when a person doesn't receive the adequate amount of sleep that they should be getting.
What is the adequate amount of sleep that a person should be getting?
You know what, Timothy? I'm really glad that you asked that question. So a lot of people actually think that you should be getting around 8 hours of sleep each night. So 8 hours is actually a fairly good amount of sleep to be getting, but it's not the exact number, I would say. So the adequate amount of sleep that a person should be getting actually depends on person to person. So it varies from each person. But most experts do agree that children from the ages of 5 to 10 should be getting 11 to 12 hours of sleep each night. Teenagers ages 10 to 17 should be getting 8.5 to 9.5 hours of sleep each night, and adults should be getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep.
Interesting, okay. So what happens if a person doesn't get enough sleep? I mean, like, what are the effects?
Okay, so when a person doesn't get an adequate amount of sleep each night, their body is affected in 3 different ways: their mood, their performance, and their health. So when a person doesn't get enough sleep, their mood changes. They might be a little bit more irritable, they might feel a lot more anxiety, they might even feel a little bit more depressed. As for their performance, they have a lack of concentration, a lack of focus, they have a slower reaction time, they have poor coordination, and they might even be a little bit more forgetful. And you know, if a person continues to not get the adequate amount of sleep each night, they could lead to big health problems. So they could possibly have diabetes or even obesity. So, you know, it's really important that people get their sleep. But the main principal effect that happens when you don't get enough sleep is excessive daytime sleepiness. So excessive daytime sleepiness is basically when a person falls asleep unintentionally when they're put into a situation or like a setting where it's boring, quiet, or monotonous. So maybe like if somebody's in a meeting or in a classroom.
Wow, those are a lot of effects. But you know, some people don't really take sleep seriously. But why should people make sleep a priority?
You know, think of it this way. I mean, you wouldn't use your car all day and then not let it rest at night, right?
That's true. I wouldn't let my car run all day.
It goes the same for our bodies. You shouldn't use up all your energy all day and overwork your body and then not let it rest at night. I mean, the more you do that, the more health problems that you could pose for yourself, and you won't be able to function optimally. Sorry, excuse me. But you know, sleep is what everybody needs. Sleep is not an option, it's necessary. So remember, audience out there, viewers out there, sleep is not an option, it is necessary.
Well, thank you for all that information.
My pleasure.
Thank you for being here again.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, remember, sleep, not an option, necessary. And we're going to be right back, but when we come back, we're going to be telling you tips on how to get that sleep. So don't go away. Right back. So